Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell for notifications.
I'm just going to say what I want to say from now on. I'm going to eat how I want to eat. I'm going to eat what I want to eat. And if you don't like it, you know what to do. Don't let the door hit you. Where the good Lord splits you.
The following statement is my opinion and my opinion only. This time Chantel has put her foot in her mouth and really showed her true colors. She has shown that she is not just allegedly a racist and uses hate speech, but she is also allegedly anti-Semitic. This video has clips in it with prior things that she has done, and said that is the build-up to her latest attack and use of hate speech. I appreciate your patience with us going through some of her history. You will see Chantel say some hateful things about Charlie Gold, as well as Miss Hussy, and now added to the list, DC Media Girl. If you are new here, and not familiar with these 3 channels, I will have their links down below in the description. I encourage you to go over and check them out and show them some love. We always hear on a continual basis how many haters Chantel has, and how mean we are to her, and we're all cyberbullies. Yet, she's one of the worst ones when it comes to being a cyberbully, and saying some hateful things that can fall under hate speech. I recently came across another channel that did a video about Chantel. The channel's name is Drama Esquire. I will pop a link down in the description below for that video. I encourage you guys to go watch it. It is full of good information on hate speech.
Sometimes the best reaction is no reaction.
It is no secret that Chantel has a love-hate relationship with some other channels here on YouTube. She has commented on these channels and their creators, and has always said some pretty hateful things. Only to come back and do an apology video, and then come back and do an I'm not sorry video, which then normally ends with her deleting them all. I guess she does that so that there's no record, but this is the internet, and there's always a way to get something, or see something. For the record, I want to say that what I feel is hate speech, or racist comments, are of my own opinion, and not driven by anybody else's feelings or comments on the subject.
Wait till you hear about the lovely email I just read that might... I don't know if it came from what's her fucking face, or somebody else. It could be posing as her, just because they want drama because they're stupid and boring. I knew she was a criminal. I knew it. I can tell. I'm a good judge of character. Anyway, I don't think it's her because there was a quote by Sun Tzu in it. Probably too intelligent for her, because she's a piece of shit. So here's the thing, Charlie Cole. I know a criminal when I see one. You'll be going right back to the slammer where you belong. I'll come for you myself. I will, and I'll run you over with my fucking 5XL walker so fast, you won't know what hit you. Your head will be spinning.
This is just the tip of the iceberg. Shortly after this racist and threatening-filled rant, Chantel came back with an apology, which I feel still showed signs of racism, simply by the meal she was eating when she gave her pathetic apology.
Basically the comments were saying, like, as a white person, I don't have a right to decide what is racially offensive to somebody of color. Mm-hmm. So...
pretty much. Yeah, what I pointed out is that we're all racist to some degree or another, and it's important to examine those attitudes and those biases, and to listen to people of color, in this case, to listen to black people, when they say that something is offensive.
By saying we all have racist, you mean we all have racist biased thoughts sometimes, or something in us that we do it maybe without even realizing that we're doing it?
Yeah.
And that's what the whole microaggression thing is?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to explain my behavior or excuse it, so I just wanted to give a sincere apology to Charlie for saying those things, and to anybody whom I may have offended, anybody of color, It wasn't my intention.
particularly any black people.
Yeah, it wasn't my intention, but that doesn't matter in this case because I offended people.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to own my actions and learn from them. You know, make it a learning experience. And yeah, and I also have a root beer with my water.
And in the future, if she needs to insult Charlie Gold, I suggest that she use the nickname Charlie Fool's Gold.
To me, having Pete's explain to her why her comments were racist also tells me she really didn't give a shit. If her apology to Charlie Gold and other people of color was sincere, she would have looked directly into the camera, given her undivided attention, and apologize. That was totally impossible for her to do because the food was demanding her attention. Not too long after this pathetic apology, Chantel takes it all back and tries to explain that she's not racist, while also attacking another YouTube creator with hateful comments.
I'm gonna be bitching about Miss Fake Gold. If you don't know who that is, you don't need to. Just ignore and just watch me eat, I guess. Number one, I want to say I have no makeup on right now. And I think my skin looks pretty good. So whenever you say things Charlie Fake Gold, like she uses a lot of Lush products and her skin looks bad. Number one, how is that important commentary?
You still don't get it, do you? You put your entire life out on the internet. Every waking moment is out there for us to see. This includes everything that you say. Since you're out in the public, everything is up for debate, or as you say, commentary. This is just something you're gonna have to get over, and though I know it's gonna be very hard for you to do, but you just need to learn to accept it.
And number two, I think my skin looks pretty good. I don't have a tons of foundation on like you do. So, that sounds to me like you're just jealous. I'm sorry that I ever explained myself for my comments about Charlie, about calling her Cole, because I wasn't being racist. And I firmly believe that, and I should have stood by that. I'm sorry that I ever apologized for that, because I know I'm not racist.
Bitch, please.
It's just ridiculous at this point. You know, Cole is black, so...
And here comes the justification, to prove that what she said is not racist. Doesn't matter that they are to everyone else, they are not to her, that's all that matters. That's usually how a racist sees what they feel, think or say isn't racist to them, it's regular speech.
I'm sick of the false outrage. Every time a white person, a white woman, she feels threatened by and who insults her looks somehow, she then uses the race card and like uses false outrage to call them racist or whatever. Cole is a black rock. And for Christmas time, you would say, if you're on the naughty list, you're going to get a piece of black coal in your stocking. So would I be racist if I said to Fake Gold, since you've been a bully, you're going to get a piece of coal in your stocking?
You are really going to use the coal in the Christmas stocking to justify your use of the word when referring to Charlie.
She calls herself Gold. Gold is like the opposite. It's a non-valuable rock. You know? It's something I came up with, like at the top of my head. It had nothing to do, if it was racist, it would be describing the color of her skin. And it's not.
See what I mean? A perfect example of how a racist's thought process works.
It never was. I used it in my most recent post saying Charlie Cole because that's how black is your soul is black, not the color of your skin. Let me repeat that. Kohl in reference to the color of your soul, not your skin.
Now we get the attack on another YouTube creator, who goes by the name of ms.hussy. The channel at the time of these hate-filled comments was Miss Glory Gloria. ms.hussy is a reaction channel much like ours or anybody else that does reactions.
There's this man, he's like a friggin' creepy old crypt keeper looking guy. I don't care, he's creepy looking, looks like a serial killer. And like, he just flaps his gums about me, like calling me a fat smelly bitch. Like, you look like you smell, not me. I'm sorry, but you look like that old smelly guy who eats canned dog food. There's this old creepy man, looks like a serial killer, calling me fat, smelly, whatever. Like, and his problem is that I'm 600 pounds, which I'm like half that.
Bullshit.
And I love it. Any obese person is automatically 600 pounds. I don't even know why I bother. You know what? The more I talk about this, the more ridiculous it is that, like, do you know what I mean? It just sounds more ridiculous that I'm even, like, defending myself against these idiots. So, all I'm saying is that there's a problem on YouTube. YouTube doesn't care about their content creators. Because if they did, they wouldn't allow that.
My question would be to YouTube, why does Chantel still have a channel? She makes racist, hate-filled, hate speech comments. She cyberbullies any small channel by sending her subs over to report them. She has admitted to having an eating disorder and you allow her to monetize it. Why are you allowing this behavior to go unchecked? Is it because what revenue she does bring in is good for YouTube and that gets her a buy? Chantel just can't help herself saying hateful things and calling people names. Now she's saying hateful things about another YouTube creator named DC Media Girl, referring to her as a Roy Orbison lookalike among other things.
Can you tell Roy Orbison to find content of her own, please? Like, why is this person obsessed with me? I showed you a lamp. What's there to talk about? Jesus. No, I'm for real. Anyways.
What is for real is that you are about to show us that you are something far worse than just a racist.
Well, I guess whenever you're boring and have no personality, you have to leech off of others. What else is new? And don't ever make fun of my weight, because at least I don't look like Roy Orbison. Okay? Okay. All right. Time for lunch. What should we have? A dented can of tomato soup? I think so. Yuck. I'm making tomato soup for lunch. Better react to it. Like, what's there to react to? Like, go react to the Holocaust or something.
I can't believe what I just heard come out of your mouth. Telling someone, who you know is Jewish, to react to the Holocaust. Being racist is one thing but anti-Semitic is another. As a human being you have hit rock bottom. You can't be that stupid, can you? You know that over 6 million Jewish people were murdered at the hands of the Nazis. That's young and old, fathers, mothers, brothers, sisters. Complete families murdered. And you make light of it with your tone of indifference. I know Chantel will never do it, so I will apologize for her to Charlie Gold, ms.hussy and DC Media Girl for her ignorant, racist, hate-filled comments and anti-Semitism. Well guys, that's it for this video. I just don't see how adding a grub time to this is going to help. So with that said, all for watching our video. Please like and share this video. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell to get notifications of new videos. Take care, and we will see you all in the next video.